a shot of snake wine, specifically the gallbladder.
Whoa, that's not how I expected to start a food tour here in Hong Kong. What's up guys, welcome back to another beautiful day here in Hong Kong. Now today I actually have a very special video planned for you guys because we're gonna be heading out to do a street food tour here in the city. But of course, I had to come by to my favorite viewpoint of Victoria Harbour, which is actually where I kicked off my first impressions video. And little did I know, once I got home and started doing some research, that this avenue here is actually called Avenue of the Stars. And the reason why it's called Avenue of the Stars is because along the hand railing, you're gonna find hand imprints of many actresses, actors, and other celebrities that are known all around the world. However, I must say, this is only my third day here, and I'm truly impressed by this city. This city is amazing. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos so far. The view from this avenue is just impressive. I mean, the skyline across the harbor is incredible. It's so massive, so dense. It's hard to believe that there are so many high-rise buildings. I've said it before and I'm gonna keep saying it. I mean, there's no other place in the world quite like Hong Kong, and I'm quite sad that it's taken this long for me to get here, but I will definitely be back, and I'm glad I at least finally made it. I'm glad tourism is back open here, and I'm glad that many of you guys watching the videos are planning on coming out here as well. Now, the high-rises are not just across the harbor. I mean, they completely surround you 360 degrees. Now, right now, I actually just exited this mall right here called the K11 Musea, and it is probably one of the most impressive malls I've ever seen. But definitely home to all of the stores that are very much outside of my budget. Well, right now, it actually just got done raining. I'm about to hop into the metro system because we're on our way to a station that I cannot pronounce to meet up with a very special person. Her name is Virginia, and she actually runs a Hong Kong food tour company here in the city. She gives tourists like myself and like you guys that are gonna be visiting the city an insider look at some of the best food scene here in Hong Kong. So I booked the tour with her, and right now we're about to hop on the train, make our way over about 4 stations to meet her up. And yeah, I'll introduce you guys to her, and we'll talk a little bit more about what she does, and of course dive into some of the most incredible street food here in Hong Kong. Join me for an awesome video, and hopefully the rain stays away so that we can, you know, smash through the city without being soaked. Let's hope. So I just made it to Shan Shei Po, and I just met up with Virginia. Now, Virginia is the local Hong Kong food expert here in the city, and she actually runs a business called Humid with a side of fish balls. Actually, I said that wrong. Humid with a chance
It's like the
of
weather
fish balls.
report.
Okay, nice. Now, how did you come up with such a creative name? Because when I was looking you up on Instagram, I was like, okay, that name is very catchy, but it definitely took some thinking.
Well, we run food tours in Hong Kong. I wanted them to be whimsical and fun and entertaining and a little bit educational. So it's a play off of the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's like the weather report, but we're here to have fun, eat some good food, and learn some good stuff.
Wow, nice. I like it. And here in Hong Kong, I'm realizing that it does get very humid out, especially after it rains.
Super humid. It's also because it's like nearly typhoon season, so it's our rainy season. Right before the rain, it gets really super hot, and after a torrential pours down, then it's usually a little bit clearer and a little bit colder.
Okay, cool. Now, I pretty much just left the itinerary completely up to Virginia. She asked me last night if there was anything specific in mind that I had, and I was like, no, I'm gonna leave it up to you. So what general areas are we gonna be bouncing around in today here in Hong Kong?
The dark side, so usually people say anything across Victoria Harbour from Hong Kong Island. So the Kowloon side is called the dark side. So we are going to be touring around the dark side, specifically Sam Shui Po, and then making our way south all the way to possibly Jordan.
Okay.
And that's kind of like the itinerary. This is a customized food tour, so I'm gonna actually make a reel on my Instagram on what goes into it, the behind the scenes BTS, so you can check it out on my Instagram if you're interested.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll leave all of her socials down below. She also has a YouTube channel. Just found that out literally 2 seconds ago, so I'll leave that down below as well. And yeah, please book yourself a food tour. The reason why I was actually looking up Virginia yesterday is because I got here and I was like, okay, where do I even start? This city is massive, it's huge, there's so many different sections, so much food to cover, and I was just lost. So I hopped on Instagram, found her contact, and luckily, you were able to make some room for me because her schedule is fully booked. So please, don't do what I do. Make sure you book with anticipation. All right, well,
let's begin the tour right with the rites of passage. Let's do something to start everything out. Let's go.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous because she said we're entering the dark side, but let's follow Virginia. I'm putting my trust in her. Okay, so what is this, Virginia? Where'd you just bring me?
We're taking a shot of snake wine, specifically the gallbladder. We're
The
gonna
gallbladder of a snake. Okay.
It's gonna look really green. You ready?
Yeah, ready. Okay. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh man.
Nervous laughter over there.
Now I'm nervous for the rest of the trip.
Oh look, it's filled to the rim.
Oh man. Okay. Thank you so much.
So we say ganbui. Ganbui means like bottoms up.
Ganbui.
Not guy girl, but ganbui.
Okay. Ganbui.
1, 2, 3.
All right. Oh, that's strong stuff.
Hey,
where's yours?
Hey, bottoms up, yo.
Whoa, that's not how I expected to start a food tour here in Hong Kong, but this is why I contacted Virginia. What a unique experience, and what a strong drink that is. Where's yours? You're not having one?
Oh, I have to have one?
Obviously.
Oh,
one more, please. Come on, Virginia. She's trying to bring me out to take shots of snake wine and leave herself out of this.
All right. So does that mean you're gonna take another shot with me together?
Oh man. You know what? Challenge accepted.
Okay.
One more.
All right, come on. We gotta do
This is my kind of food tour, actually. I really like this. All right.
Hey, if the people from the U.S. consulate can do this, you can do this.
You're right. You're right. Let's do it.
Alright, ganbui. Ganbui.
Ganbui. Ganbui. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Woo! Virginia, what a way to kick off the food tour. 2 shots of some snake wine.
How you doing?
I feel nice. I feel a little bit warm now. A lot warmer than I was. But that was something I definitely would have never came across on my own. That was amazing.
And it's supposedly an aphrodisiac, so you can tell me what happens later on.
Okay, all right.
So right now we're on this street called Atlu Street, and in Chinese we call it the men's market as opposed to the ladies market. This is what the men like. There's power tools, secondhand goods, a lot of lighting, a lot of like just knickknacks around here that supposedly the men like, and electronics too.
Okay, yeah, I think I like this area. I mean, look at this store. They sell a bunch of TV remotes. Definitely my kind of place.
Aircon.
Oh, aircon remotes. Okay, definitely, yeah, my kind of place. So you said here, well, they have this area where they sell all the electronics and tools, but there's also another section that we're about to explore right now a bit, where you can find some food.
Yes, we're just gonna go right through the wet market, and then we're gonna hit a Michelin bid gourmet, is that how you say it, place.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Sounds like a great place. Let's hit it. You know, my mother always said stay out of dark alleyways, but that's where you find the best food here in Hong Kong, so I'm not staying out of them. So where'd you bring me right now, Virginia?
We're at a place that only really sells rice rolls.
Rice
which
rolls.
are these. They're basically rice and water made into a liquid, and then it gets steamed and then rolled. So it's kind of like a really nice noodle. The thing that makes it yummy is the sauce. So there is soy sauce, like a sesame peanut sauce, and then a sweet sauce, and then we also whacked on some hot sauce and toasted sesame on the top. You're gonna have to mix everything together, which I'm doing for you already, and then you slurp.
Okay. Well, interesting. And you were telling me that they actually sell over 3,000 of these rolls a day.
Yeah, they sell 3,000, and they are on the Michelin like street food recommended list.
Wow, so we're eating some Michelin street food here in Hong Kong. Well, I'll give you one of the sticks.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll do the other. And
Okay.
yeah, let's try this. Now, I must say, this is the cheapest meal I think I've seen this entire trip here in Hong Kong. 10 Hong Kong dollars, something like $1.50, right? US.
Yeah, so it's like 10 bucks for 4 of these. Actually, it used to be 8 bucks, but they've increased their prices.
Inflation's crazy. All right.
Ready?
Hold on, let me go in again. Yo, this is crazy good. You know, I'm getting, hopefully you don't kill me off of this. I'm getting like a peanut butter vibe off of this.
It's the sesame peanut sauce that they have here. We call it mahjong.
Mahjong?
Mahjong, yeah.
Wow, that is so good. It's delicious. So, the rice roll actually tastes, to put it in comparison for you guys, it actually tastes like the rice paper wrap that you would find like on a Vietnamese spring roll, right? And the peanut sauce that they would actually dip it in, kind of the same. That's the best way I can explain it. The spiciness is actually not too spicy. Do people in Hong Kong eat a lot of spicy?
No, it's not really part of their cuisine, so that's why people can't really take spice, so it's not too spicy, the hot sauce.
Okay, wow. Well, beautiful dish. Man, I'm so excited for this tour. Seriously, these are things I would have never came across. Awesome. Well, we're gonna continue eating this plate, and then we'll continue on with our tour. And I really like this alleyway. It's beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's a nice alleyway. I feel cozy. And the best food places you're always gonna find, trust me, are the ones that don't have tables or chairs. It's funny.
That have really terrible toilets or no toilets at all in Hong Kong.
Exactly. That is nice too. Hey, that's not just Hong Kong. That's pretty standard, I think.
Really?
Most places I walk into that like they look the roughest, you walk out eating the best. We just entered the wet market, and let me just tell you guys, this place is impressive. It's massive, and there's so many different varieties of seafood that I've never seen before. Now, is this a very local market?
It's a very local market, but also there's a lot of restaurants around here, so a lot of restaurants will also shop at the wet market. That's why this one is so big. We're at the ground floor, so it's the wet market where the seafood is. You go upstairs, that's where the dry market is and where the vegetables and fruits are.
Okay, cool. So you could easily go sit down at one of these many fancy restaurants in Hong Kong and pay $300 for a lobster that they probably bought here.
Correct.
Wow, impressive. Okay, now what are we on the hunt for here in Virginia? What are we gonna be in the wet market finding today?
Maybe some toads, maybe some frogs, who knows?
Okay, so is the frog common here in Hong Kong to eat?
Yeah, we eat it like a chicken, especially if your child is like sickly all the time. They feel like the toad or the frog really helps with their internal healing.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's go on a hunt for a special frog that is gonna be lunch today.
And it tastes like chicken.
Now, I just learned something pretty crazy and interesting, but I'm starting to think back, and I think it's pretty much the same in many parts of the world. So what did you just point out to me?
That the advertising is different. So for seafood, you want it to be like really bright and airy. So the lights they use here are gonna be like white lights. But for the meat, you want it to be really pink and really juicy and meaty. So they use like pink or like red lights here.
Interesting. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I've noticed that in many parts of the world, but I had to be with Virginia here in Hong Kong to figure that one out. But yeah, it's very much true. All of the seafood stalls are brightly lit, and all of the meat stalls have that nice pink light to them. So you might get a nice juicy steak that looks super pink, and then you get home and you're like, it looked better in the market. Just made it up top of the wet market, and this is where the action takes place. We just found this booth with very welcoming people, number 15. And they actually just took the frogs back there. They're about to prepare them, and luckily they're so nice that we're about to get some behind the scenes action. So let's head on back there and check out the process. But we just ordered a nice big beer to join the frog. Now, you were telling me that this is not a local beer, but it is a local beer.
It's a local favorite beer. So people in Hong Kong really like imported goods. That's why there's no Chinese on this. But it's actually a Hong Kong company, and I believe it's bottled in South Korea.
Interesting, okay.
But they make it seem like it's a German beer.
Yeah, it's because it says German brewing. Really nice. All right, I like trying good beers, but let's go and see how they prepare this frog for us. And voila, look at this beautiful creation, guys. Now, this actually has a specific name to it. It's not fried. I wanted it fried, but I think I actually prefer it more so like this. It looks really appealing. What is this called?
It's called Yao Pao.
Yao Pao. I love how in your language you guys really put emphasis on the sounds, huh?
Well, because I think it's because our sounds are tonal, so if you say a different tone, it means something different.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so Yao Pao.
Yao Pao.
Yao Pao. Okay, awesome. Smells so good. He put all kinds of different herbs in there, some seasonings. The wok that he used, super impressive. And I must say, he made this so fast. Like, you guys aren't able to fully grasp the experience through the lens, but this took a whole 30 seconds. Like, so fast. All right, well, cheers.
Cheers! Gum boy.
Gum boy. Nice, light, refreshing beer. I like it. Now, if you say dumb girl, does it mean something else, or it just means like dumb girl?
Did you say dumb girl?
Yeah, because
it literally would mean a dumb girl.
Okay, don't say that then. Dumb boy is cheers.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Well, it actually means bottoms up. Gong boy means bottoms up, but yum boy means let's drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Interesting. All right, well, let's dive on in. Now, the great thing about being in Hong Kong is, of course, the locals really love the chopsticks, but it's not the only option. For people like me, forks are found everywhere. I've noticed that. You go to some Asian countries, and the only option is a chopstick. So it's nice that there's forks. What do you use? A fork or a chopstick?
A chopstick, but I also don't think that forks are that common.
Really? Yeah. So it's pretty impressive that we're lucky. We're in a really like local place, and there's forks and spoons as an option.
It's because they do a lot of ta-tan-tang things. So I think it's for like the French toast and some of the other goods that they have.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well, I'll let you grab a fork or a chopstick as well, and let's dive on in. Let's both try this.
No, let's just do like eats meets west. I'll do the chopstick.
Okay, cool. Well, how are you gonna do this? A little bit of the vegetables and the frog, or?
No, I'm just gonna do straight up protein.
Just straight up protein?
I'm gonna do the leg.
Okay, what is this?
The body.
The body, huh? Well, I guess there's not really too much to choose from. He took the head off, so you're only left with the body and the legs. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking, but there's a lot of bone. I messed that one up. Let me try something else.
Get a leg. Get a leg up.
Yeah, where's the leg? I totally messed that up, guys. Find me a leg.
Well, there has to be another one. Here,
right here.
The other one.
There we go. There's 4. But yeah, I bit into that bone so hard, my front tooth kind of hurts a little bit right now.
Tastes like a chicken?
Exactly like chicken.
But with like smaller bones.
Yeah, and a lot less meat to choose from.
Yeah,
but I like it. And, oh, camera's getting a little heavy, guys. And I really love the ginger that's in there. That is so good.
They use the ginger to wake away any like maybe fishiness or gaminess. So that's what they use ginger for.
Really? Wow, well this tastes exactly like chicken. I'm very impressed. It's very delicious and tender as well.
But bones, you have to kind of like...
Is this a fan favorite here in Hong Kong? Like people love frog, or is it like a special occasion kind of dish?
They have it in congee and clay pot rice a lot.
Oh, really? Wow, very nice. We have to try the famous clay pot rice later this week. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to go on a clay pot rice adventure with Virginia before we head on out of here. Wow, very good. Great place. All right, we're gonna enjoy the frog, enjoy the beer, and then we'll move on to the next spot because it just keeps on getting better. Thanks for bringing me here. What a great experience. Oh man, the moment of truth. Now this here was only 20 Hong Kong dollars, something like what, 3 US dollars?
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
This is the local favorite place. This is not meant for you to eat in, but people just take an extra order of stuff for dinner time. You know how we have all the little dishes in the middle and then a bowl of rice? So if you need an extra dish, we call it ga liu, then you just buy a little bit of meat.
Oh, awesome. Now, I was telling her that I actually bought a piece of pork this morning and that it was cold. And you guys saw that in the last video. And she's like, well, actually, I'll let you explain.
All of you guys asked me that. And so the meats are actually cooked really early in the morning. They might cook throughout, but technically they get rested and then it gets sold like this. So the meats are generally like room temperature. What really should be hot is the rice. And then when you close it, it kind of warms everything through. But don't worry if the meats are not like piping hot. They're not supposed to be. Okay. Of course, for you, it's kind of like common sense. This place, as you can see, is popping with business. There's tons of people. Totally okay. But if you see a store, there's only one piece and it's like, you know, with flies around, maybe don't go to that place.
Makes sense. I mean, that's a great rule of thumb to use anywhere in the world, not just in Hong Kong. All right, let's dive on in.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah, I'm just about to put all of this in my mouth at once.
It's sweet, a little bit savory. There's
Thank
no
you.
Bones.
It's bomb is what it is. Yeah, it's very sweet, tender. I love that there's no bones. I completely understand why there's a full line. I just don't completely understand why we only ordered a few pieces. This is bomb. So good.
So typically they use the shoulder cut. Locals like it bun pesa, which is half fatty, half lean.
Okay.
I tend to like it to be on the leaner side, but I don't know which cut we got.
I'm gonna leave you one more piece, but those last two are for me. I'm sorry. I gotta destroy this. Yo, this is too good. You know what? I'm gonna definitely come back here throughout my stay here in Hong Kong. And I can see this being a full meal with this few pieces and then some rice. That's all you need. All right. We're gonna enjoy this lovely pork, and then we're hopping on the metro, right?
Yeah.
And heading to a different area. I can tell this is your favorite too. Look at her. She's going to town. Oh man, this food tour has been great so far. Seriously, guys, if you're here in Hong Kong and you want a nice little adventure, she can definitely show you the local side of Hong Kong. And you know, I'm in an area right now that I probably typically wouldn't have came to on my own. Now, you can accommodate to all kinds of schedules. Right now, I'm actually on a 4-hour tour with her, but what, can you do like a 1-hour tour, or is that too like what would be a normal time frame?
For a food tour, it'd be 4 hours. We can usually include a hotel pickup or drop off, but just know that cuts into the time, so it just depends, right?
Okay.
And then if you're not just doing a food tour, our most common is actually like a city cultural walking tour. So then it's going to be 8 hours. We put in a traditional dim sum lunch in the middle. We go look at like the main stuff, like the peak, and then we'll do some hidden gems, some markets, throw everything in between, and some history, and that's like our most popular 8-hour tour. But for food tours, usually 4 hours is what I recommend. Okay, awesome. And that's of course so you're not rushed, you can enjoy yourself and, you know, soak up everything that's going on around you. Now keep in mind that of course she's a food expert, but if you just want to come around and explore Hong Kong, she can also take you around to all of those iconic sites as well. Please
check out her page and tell her that Chris sent you. That way she can really see all of the love that has been sent from here. Now,
and also, like, to be fair, the private tours, it might not be to everybody's budget. So if that's the case, I still have a lot of like local culture and learning and like how to do it yourself on Instagram or YouTube if you want.
yeah, of course, she has plenty of free content. I was actually peeping all of her reels last night. I was like, oh, that place looks sick, I'm going. So yeah, plenty of great content just on her social media of Hong Kong as well. But why not come over, support a small business, as you know I always love to do. And man, she has a great personality. You're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna drink some snake gallbladder shots and of course eat some great pork. But like I mentioned, oh man, we're talking for 4 minutes. All right, done talking. Let's go. We gotta jump on the metro.
Let's go.
Just made it off the metro, literally one stop, and now we found ourselves in an area that is covered in goldfish. And you just told me it's called?
Goldfish Street.
Why is that called Goldfish Street?
Because this is where you buy goldfishes.
Wow, interesting.
And also half of it's pet stores because I guess they didn't have enough stands.
Okay, now we just walked by an area that reeked. And why does it smell so rough over here?
That's where the stinky tofu is.
Stinky tofu. I've never tried stinky tofu. What do you say? Should I try the stinky tofu or should we just keep it pushing to the next spot?
Well, it's all up to you. Should just do it. You should do it for the fans.
How? Okay. All right, you know what? Let's try
you
this
just
stinky tofu.
opened the can of
Yeah, I
worms.
shouldn't have even mentioned it. All right, I'm following you. Let's do it. Stinky tofu. I've never heard of stinky tofu
So then
before.
the sauce that you put on top is going to be the same as the rice roll. So they'll give you a hoisin. But the tofu doesn't actually stink. It just smells worse than it is. But it's like super crispy. It's deep
Okay.
fried.
Well, we'll keep the camera rolling. Let's go.
Okay.
So this here is the stinky tofu. If only you guys could smell, I promise you. It looks super beautiful and nice. And I'm sure it probably
It just
tastes
smells a little
extremely
bit like
nice. It just, yeah, it just smells.
Hi.
Hi.
This is traditional for Hong Kong with a smelly tofu.
Yeah, we're going to...
You want to try it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Good. 少少唔該。
Oh, and it's only 10?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice.
No, this 20.
Oh, that one's 20.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
one.
special stinky tofu.
Oh, tofu is 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Amazing.
Queue up sometimes, yeah, lots of people.
Yeah, sometimes it gets a big line. I've noticed here in Hong Kong, people love their food. A lot of
唔
great
緊要啦，唔
foods.
緊要啦，唔緊要。哦，好啊，好啊。
Now, what is all this stuff that they sell? Oh, they even sell octopus skewers,
They sell
hot dogs.
skewers of things. So we really like a lot of skewers. The first one is beef tripe, then it's squid, then it's cuttlefish. That one's like fried intestines. Yeah. That one's some sort of soy thing. And it's how guy. This is our imitation shark fin soup. So no sharks have been harmed, but it's made with like vermicelli. So this is like
Okay.
the poor man's version, which I actually really like. And then there's some bowls. So siu mai, fish bowls.
And you love fish balls, right? That's why it's in the
I do
name?
love fish bowls. It's in the name, and also it's really kind of like we can tell the history of Hong Kong using fish bowls.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
I think this is ours. 係咪我哋㗎呢個？豆腐。
Is that ours?
係啊，臭豆腐啊。
I love how the homie's in the back asleep. Look, he's in the back taking a nap. He's like, bro, I've had enough of this stinky tofu.
So this
He's
is the
full.
sauce you whack in.
Okay.
So you want to hoisin and then hot sauce. Do you want
Hot sauce.
You want both?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
How the locals eat it.
Like with this. Done.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
And this brick of tofu is yours.
Nice, okay, well, you know what?
Have
Let's
a
actually
big
try a
s-
piece.
Have a big smell.
Ooh. Yeah, guys, it does smell like garbage. I hate to say that it does.
It doesn't taste like anything weird. It just smells quite pungent.
Man, it looks like a big sponge. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys though. I'm not a huge fan of tofu in general though.
I love tofu.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I'm just not a huge fan of it, but
Do you want more sauce
look
then?
at it.
I mean, the more sauce there is,
The better?
the more I'll mask it. Here, try it like this.
The more I'll mask it. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not a huge fan of like trying foods that I have to mask the taste on. All right.
Okay. Hot, hot, hot. Careful, it's deep fried.
Dude, that is so hot.
It just came off.
I just burned my lips. Might have a little bubble come off the front.
It'd be like natural Botox.
So. It doesn't taste like nothing. All I taste is the sauce we put on top. Yeah, it's not bad.
The texture is just crispy on the outside and then kind of like tofu-like on the inside.
Yeah, now, the smell is rough, but the taste, yeah, it just tastes like the sauce I put on top. I like it. You know what? I'm glad we tried the stinky tofu today. Let me do one more bite.
Oh, careful, it must be hot.
Very nice.
Busy for you.
It's good. I like it. Yeah, they're super busy. Wow, this guy has a, what is that, a dog or a cat?
It's a kitty cat, I think. Or dog.
No, it's a dog?
It's a dog.
A dog, and it's wearing a diaper, and it's in a backpack. That is cute. Never seen that. Is that common here?
Yes, kind of common.
You guys should get a dog backpack. All right, let's continue.
Oh, we gotta
I gotta pay. All right, let me put the camera down, and I'll see you at the next spot. So we just came into our last spot in this video. Honestly, she has a lot longer of a list, but the video is already quite long. Thank you. And they sat us down at the smallest table I've ever seen in my life. This is cute, and this is the closest we've been today. Now, what are we discovering here? Why do we come to this restaurant?
They're really well known for their pineapple bun, and if you want to kick it up a notch, you get it with the salted butter inside. So it's a big, thick slab of salted butter, and it's cold. They put it in the bun, you bite into it, and it's like super yummy.
Really? Okay, that sounds very nice. Now, you were actually just describing all of these flyers to me. What are these? I mean, you guys have the Milo, and that's calling my attention, plus a 7-Up logo.
Oh, we call
what
it
is that?
Hamling. So this is the Hamling. It's like a salted lime, and then they put it in a 7-Up. And then this one here, there is our classic milk tea. This one is yin yang, so it's a milk tea with our red bean icy that we usually have. Red bean icy is just like red bean, dessert paste, and red bean. This one is hakba le fan bing, so it's a grass jelly with the evaporated milk.
Wow,
we love
okay.
our evaporated milk.
Now I'm noticing that some people are eating like some salted dishes, but what we're here for is something sweet.
We're here for the bun. We're here for this.
This.
Bolo yao. Bolo is pineapple. Bolo bao is the bun. Bolo means pineapple. There's nothing pineapple to it, but the top looks like a pineapple. So back in the day, why they had this was because the bread wasn't as like nice or palatable. So they decided to put a crispy sugary crust on top to kind of entice people to like the bread a little bit bigger or better. And everybody loves the pineapple bun.
Okay, now, so the pineapple bun it's on the salty side. Or do I have to wait to discover that?
Well, it's salty and sweet because the butter's gonna be salty, and then the bun itself, the crust is sugary sweet.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's order ourselves a pineapple bun. Well, our drinks have made it out now. Cheers, first of all.
Cheers.
What did you order me?
So everybody knows about the milk tea, so we did get the classic milk tea.
Okay.
But the lesser known drink that you should also try is called the yin yang. So it's kind of like a yin and yang. It is coffee and our milk tea together.
Wow, okay.
So either you love it or you hate it.
Sounds like a combination out love.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Let me try this. Ooh, it ate this. This is so good.
You like
Definitely, yeah, it's a milk tea with coffee. I mean, there's no other way to really explain it. It's really good. The only thing it's missing is some boba. I need boba in my milk teas. Don't play with me. People are trying to cut me short. I'm not putting boba in my milk tea. No, I'm joking, but this is really good. But the specialty is the pineapple bun. This looks super good.
Is it warm? Oh, okay.
Are they supposed to be warm?
It would be better if it's warm because then it would melt the butter.
And what's it? Oh, that's a nice chunk of butter. I was thinking it's a
that is
piece of cheese
like
or something.
All butter, salted, icy butter. They get it from the fridge.
Well, I'm not gonna deny that. So I'm just
chomp, chomp, yeah.
go like a burger, right?
Yeah.
Like a burger. Oh man, it's soft.
Wait.
It's nice and
You
soft.
should stick the butter in a little bit more. Okay. Oh, it's kind of warm. It's kind of warm.
It is kind of warm.
Yeah.
All right. So what happens when you're filming?
Close your eyes.
Yo.
Is it good? It's good, right? Who doesn't like bread and butter?
It's almost too good. And yo, all right. Be completely real with you guys. The only thing I completely finished today, because I knew I'm on a food tour, was the pork. The pork couldn't leave a piece behind. This, nothing will be left behind. This is so good.
I finished
It's
the
amazing.
frogs for you.
Yeah, you did. She ate all the frogs. And we didn't waste any food. We never waste the food. But typically, I'll save the stuff and, you know, eat it later, reheat, because I don't like wasting food. But when you're on a food tour, you gotta keep it chill. However, she did have like another 3 things planned. So if you guys would like to see a part 2, let me know down in the comment section. And we'll have to make it happen on my next visit to Hong Kong. But this here is perfect. It is amazing, yo. Like, it does have a nice little sugar layer on top. The butter, who doesn't love a nice slab of butter on anything?
The way you're looking at the bun, you're like, I knew you were gonna like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no words. This is great. Well, guys, to be honest, this is my first time meeting Virginia, so we're chopping it up, giving her some advice for her YouTube. Go show her some love. She's gonna start making videos again today, right?
Yeah.
Well, not today.
Hey, what's the weather like in Hong Kong?
But humid.
With the
chance of fish balls. That was nice. I see what she did there. So yeah, go check out her channel. Super great personality. Definitely will be back in Hong Kong. And I hope all of you guys come visit her. You'll be able to see a nice local side of the city. Got a piece of the bun stuck in my teeth. And you'll be able to try a pineapple bun that doesn't taste like pineapple, but a nice slab of butter and sugar, and it's perfect, it's soft, it's incredible. And more importantly, like I said, you'll be able to support a small business. But if you're not planning on making it to Hong Kong, support her by checking out her YouTube channel.
You could live vicariously through me, because I'll eat all the weird stuff for you.
Fair enough. So if you're not an adventurous eater, let her do the job. So Virginia, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was fun. Thank you for responding to my message so last minute and for making time for me. I know I enjoyed it, and I know you guys did as well. So I'll see you guys again soon for another adventure from here in Hong Kong.
Bye.
Later, guys.
You were always smarter.